Luka Doncic is a popular name in trade rumors. Could the San Antonio Spurs be linked to him? Probably not, but let's talk about this.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. I usually don't like doing these type of trade war videos, but what's been really exciting and fun is getting your comments and feedback on them. They admittedly do pretty well, and there's not going to be a lot of Spurs content outside of just the draft stuff here. And I was like, you know what? Let me entertain this, and let's just discuss this nonsense. Mavs, Luka Doncic to the San Antonio Spurs. Drop a comment down below. What would you be willing to give up if there was any chance of this even possibly happening? Hit that thumbs up if you like to help support the channel. It's fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. And subscribe for more Spurs content. Let's get into it. The Dallas Mavericks were to trade Luka Doncic this offseason. It would send Texas-sized shockwaves throughout the league, especially if he stayed in the Lone Star State. NBA Analysis Network curated a trade idea. So timeout right there. We know this is not a trade rumor, yet it's being reported as a trade rumor. Some jabroner just said, I'll make up a trade. That does not make it a trade rumor. It's not a trade rumor whatsoever. But anyway, here's what they came up with. For Doncic, the Spurs would have to give up Keldon Johnson, Doug McDermott. Totally fine with that. No disrespect to the Doug. He's got 1 year left on his contract. He's an aging veteran. So be it. Devontae Graham. Yeah, I'm okay with that too. And 5 first-round picks. I'm having already seen visions of the Herschel Walker trade from the Cowboys to the Vikings and giving up the farm. The recent Rudy Gobert trade, Russell Wilson to the Broncos. We've seen numerous times when franchises give up 1,000,000 picks for one player, it doesn't always work out. Now, 2 of those would be traded picks. The 4th pick would come from the Celtics as part of the Derek White trade, and then the last one would be part of the DeJounte Murray trade. I would not do that. I definitely will not trade this year's pick, but playing devil's advocate, Spurs fans, let's just play a scenario out where, let's say, if the Spurs were to trade Keldon, sorry, Keldon, my favorite player, I'd hate to see you go, but say it is Keldon, Doug, and Devontae, and 4 first-round picks, 2 upcoming first, and the 2 traded picks we got. Would you be willing to entertain that? And then let's get hypothetical here. Let's say that we do draft some big dude, some Wembanyama, Victor Wembanyama, and we were able to score Luka Doncic. Would that make us a championship contender? Would we have enough there? Luka already had a big guy in Kristaps Porzingis, but you got to think that hopefully Victor's ceiling would be higher as he develops throughout his career. Can you imagine that lineup? Luka Doncic, Victor Wembanyama. Would that be a winning team, or would we still not have enough pieces? One thing I would not want to have happen is if, and again, I don't think there's any chance this is happening. If this was to happen, I would not want the Spurs to turn into the Dallas Mavericks 2.0. What we mean by that is you give up the farm, you give up everything for Luka, and then you're still just a play-in caliber team. He's good enough to help maybe carry the team to the play-in, and then you get knocked out. Maybe get you even a little farther than that, but there's just not enough pieces around him to have a winning team. That's why I think this is not going to happen. No chance. And even the weird thing is, even in this article here, as you scroll down the article a little bit, surely if the Mavs offered Doncic to the Spurs, the San Antonio front office would have to consider and likely accept any offer. However, Doncic doesn't appear to be asking out of Dallas anytime soon, but even if he were to do so, the Spurs might be the last team the Mavs would trade him to. And I've already discussed this yesterday with that whole Jeremy Sohan nonsense about him possibly being traded to Dallas. These teams are not going to want to trade with one another. You don't trade with the enemy that's in state rival in your conference. No, no, no. So I don't see there's any chance this happening, but I wanted to do a short video on it. And just, I mean, it does look good talking to Pop there, doesn't he? Like, hey, coach, that's a good win, huh? Yeah, I can't believe we're 1 win away from winning an NBA championship with the Spurs. Yeah, good job, Luka. I was going to retire, but with us winning 75 games this year, going 75-7, the greatest NBA team of all time, and 1 win away from a chip, about to sweep, I don't know, whoever. I'm just messing around. I like talking Spurs with you guys, and as NBA content is going to get light, Spurs news is going to get a little light up until the draft. It's going to get heavy once we know where we're picking. I'm going to do a lot of videos about who we might pick, depending on where we pick. Of course, if we pick number 1, there's not going to be much to say on that. But if we end up dropping a 3 or 4, that's going to open the door for a lot of content there. We'll have free agency, and then Spurs content will get light again. So I want to make sure I'm trying to do videos daily if I can, at least throughout the week. And, just nonsense like this, maybe occasionally I'll address it now just to have fun. I did put on the thumbnail, this isn't happening, so hopefully you guys don't think there's any type of clickbait. This is not a trade rumor. I want stuff to talk to you guys about, and I really like engaging with you guys. And this is one way to open conversations. And maybe, who knows, maybe some crazy things happens where the Spurs do pull off a trade for Luka, but I don't see it happening. That's all I got. Be covering the NBA playoffs tomorrow. My first doubleheader in I think 4 years. Going to cover the Hawks and Celtics at 7 p.m. That's DeJounte versus Derek. And then I'll do game 2 of the Suns and Clippers. That was a great game yesterday with the Suns and Clippers. So hopefully that series continues to be just as good the rest of the way. And it's been a lot of fun calling the NBA playoffs. It's nice to kind of get back into it. And hopefully as time progresses, this channel will start to grow as well. So that's all I got. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, and as always, go Spurs, go!